everyone, welcome back to Adobe Live. My name is Melody, I'm your host, and I'm back here again with Milo.
Hey.
Yay, I'm so excited to have you back for day 2.
Excited to be here.
Yes, and if you missed yesterday, you can check it out on Behance, but Milo designed a really awesome Squarespace page for a customer, and we're gonna jump into that in a little bit. But first, hello to everyone in the chat. Simon Shakespeare, good to see you again. You won the challenge yesterday. Druin, Alan, Iman, Anna, hello to Sam. Thank you all for joining us. Kita, it's so awesome to have you all here with us. Let's quickly look at the schedule for this week. We have some awesome designers. So at 9:30, let me wait for it to pop up, we have graphic design with Lauren Griffin. And then at 11:30, we have the XD Daily Creative Challenge with Howard. And then at 12, we have UX design with Angela, or Milo, which she likes to go by. So yay, I'm excited. And then we are doing another chat and win giveaway. Woo! So everyone in the chat, you have a chance to win this Moo hardcover notebook, which is super exciting. And all you have to do is just be active in the chat. You can say hi, let us know where you're from, ask a question, and in about 30 minutes, we're gonna be doing a little giveaway. So stay tuned for that. And then also we will be reviewing your challenges for the XD Daily Creative Challenge again from the Discord channel. So if you haven't joined, you can do that. If we can switch to my screen really quickly, I can give you an overview. So if you just head to behance.net/dailycreativechallenge, you'll see like the landing page for it, and it'll show you like how the challenge works. And if you watch Howard's videos that he's just doing every day, he kind of goes into more detail and helps you with a tutorial and a template on how to get started. And if you don't have XD, you can download it for free, which is awesome. And then this link will lead you to our Discord channel, which is awesome. And then here are the challenges. Today's challenge is to create a send cash app, so kind of like Venmo. And then you can submit that to our Discord channel and we will review it later on today. And even if you're not caught up, don't worry. We can still look at your previous challenges. And yeah, I'm excited for that. So we can turn it over to Milo if you want to do an overview of what you did yesterday in case anyone missed yesterday's stream.
Yeah. Okay, so yesterday I kind of fleshed through this customer page for Adrian Raquel. I did wireframe and then I popped into the design. Today I'm kind of planning on, I want to transfer all this to mobile, show you how that kind of breaks down. And then hopefully we can start redesigning this page. I think that's like the most fun part of it. And then hopefully we can do some prototyping tomorrow. I'm gonna kind of get Melody's help here to help me out with that.
I'm excited for that.
We'll probably pick some certain sections and then do some simple prototyping to see what we can do. But yeah, so here's a customer page where we landed yesterday. I just want to clean it up a bit. I've noticed some things that when you take a break and just get some shut-eye for a second and come back to it the next day, that's when you really realize, like, okay, I got to make some changes here.
Yeah, that happens with me too.
Yeah, everyone needs a good break. So I fixed any spelling issues I had yesterday, which I had probably a good amount. But yeah, there's just a couple of things I want to get started on that. Add some brushes in here as well, and then we'll get started on mobile. So
Nice.
Okay, cool. First thing in the hero, I'm kind of noticing this black is looking a little too stark for me. So I kind of wanted to change this to white. I think that looks, that sticks out a little better. And instead of that, let's pull up our style guide from yesterday.
Oh yeah. There's a white version and a black version, which is really helpful.
Yes, so I don't have to like recreate this nav every single time.
Yeah.
And then it's also consistent throughout the whole design, no matter like who jumps into this, you know. Just paste that in there. All right, I think that's already looking better.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, and then I bumped this up yesterday. Now looking at it, I'm like, it's probably a little too much. So let me bump this down a bit. Probably give it some breathing space. Okay. Do you guys ever play music when you design?
Yeah.
I'd be like,
What kind of music do you listen to when you're designing?
Probably something very upbeat that like gets me going. Yeah.
Nice. I'm like the opposite.
You like the
listen
opposite?
to, like,
Yeah.
calming music, and then that like helps me like focus more.
I think more people listen to probably calming music
Really?
or something.
Let us
yeah.
know in the chat what kind of music do you all like to listen to while you're designing. I'm interested to learn. Oh, Diego's in the chat. Hi, Diego.
Hey, Diego.
I met you yesterday.
Oh, I'm a rock star.
Aw,
Thanks,
so
Diego.
nice.
He's a good friend of mine, y'all. Okay, cool. That looks better than me. Okay, and then, so I do have some brushes here. I already kind of exported them out just because I don't want to waste too much time on these. But it's just like a collection of brushes. With each of these pages, we kind of wanted to add like some little element to them to kind of make it visually pleasing. So these guys, it was kind of hard because like we wanted to just put in some like assets that kind of reflected what they did or do.
Yeah.
And she's a photographer, so I mean, adding more photos might not be the way. But we thought like, okay, maybe since she does art direction, maybe we can add some like simple brush strokes in there to kind of make this page a little more custom, you know? Now this can actually become like, from a developer standpoint, this can be a pain.
Really?
Yeah, just because like when it breaks down, you're gonna have to like shift these brush strokes in every
like
breakpoint. So even now when you look at the page, sometimes those weird breakpoints that a lot of people don't really look at, it tends to like jump randomly.
Oh, wow.
So it took a while for these developers to like actually get it to look nice on every breakpoint, anything to make it look good. Okay, so I'll put that one there.
Naresh was asking where to find the video from yesterday, and you can find yesterday's video on behance.net/live. If you scroll down, there should be a list of all of the previous videos, so you can look at all the UI UX ones, graphic design, Photoshop, so they'll all be there, or on the YouTube channel, the Creative Cloud, Adobe Creative Cloud channel. So.
Okay. Add one to the quote. And this will look nice once, since we put parallax on it. Parallax.
Yay, I like the parallax effect. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty like...
Are you able to do that on Squarespace? Or do you have to like custom, like if you have a Squarespace for your portfolio, would you have to like customize that?
Yeah, you'd probably have to customize it, but I think eventually we'll probably think of a feature that way for sure.
Really cool.
Because I feel like that's such a given in web design now that like you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, added that brush stroke to the quote. It's kind of nice to have like having your eye kind of bounce around. It's like from here, you go down to here, you see the brush stroke, so there's that angle, and then you want to balance it out going the other way.
Yeah.
So you gotta want to put it on the right instead. And then jumping to this section, yesterday, when I looked at it again, I didn't really finish this section. So I kind of want to just clean it up a bit. I noticed she did not use an ampersand.
Oh.
She did a plus.
I feel like that's an important detail to make sure it's like consistent.
Yeah, because like it was nice enough that we got to use her assets and everything. So thank you. So we gotta respect like what she designed, you know. Sure. Okay, so that's fine. I think that's fine, but on her site, I think the CTA is a little narrower. This is probably a little smaller. Yeah. Did we get any music?
I saw some
Not
like
really.
indie lo-fi and some house. The chat like, already smoothed down, but it seems kind of more like upbeat music from what people were saying. And for those asking in the chat, we are not going to be reviewing portfolios today, but we will tomorrow. So if you have some projects on Behance that are UI UX design related and you want to have them reviewed, Milo and I will be doing that tomorrow at the end of our stream.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
I like looking at portfolios.
Me too. It's really fun.
Yeah. Okay, so the one thing we're missing here are obviously these icons down here. So whenever you're applying icons to a website or any site, at least like Squarespace, we already have like a plugin for you to just like plug in your social media accounts, and it just brings up these icons. But I recommend if you're ever customizing your site or designing a site, always use their brand resources. Maybe not every social media platform, but most platforms already have like a brand assets site.
I never knew about this.
Really?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. Well, Facebook and Instagram have it. VSCO also has it.
Oh, nice.
They just, anytime you're using their icons, they want you to be consistent.
That's
know?
good.
And there are rules, like don't mess with it, don't,
Yeah.
Manipulate it, but you can definitely change the color if you want, or stylize it in some sort of way, but just make sure it looks like Instagram icon, so other people understand what you're actually leading them to. So Instagram has their assets right here. And you can download these, and they come in a zip file. They also tell you what not to do. But these icons are so easy to make that I'm just going to make them in Illustrator really quick.
Nice.
But I recommend you download them. So VSCO also has the same thing. You can make your own badge. But down here they have a zip file of, I think they do.
They don't have SVG?
Yeah, they don't have, sometimes, like Instagram and Facebook do, but they only have JPEG, and then they export it out in like every size.
Okay.
And you can tell, like, as it gets bigger, they add another layer to it.
Like, when I look at this logo, I don't think of VSCO, but I do use the app sometimes, but like...
Oh, this is white.
Maybe it's just me, but I don't know, just seeing the logo without the word VSCO underneath. I guess I don't use it that much, but it just doesn't seem like that's their logo for
I think I know what you mean, because I always see it like this, just in their nav like that. I don't really... Sorry, VSCO.
Yeah, sorry. I love your app, but I just, for me, like looking at this right now, I'm like, I don't know. It just looks like a wheel.
You don't recognize it?
Yeah,
right away. No, I get it. It's a cool logo. It's quite responsive. It just goes, you reduce the layer every time. But cool. Anyway, download them, use them. It's great. So I'm just going to make them in Illustrator really quick. I'll make a new doc. I noticed in Illustrator, the bigger you go with your canvas, the more precise you can get with your anchor points. And you just have more control when it's bigger. When it's smaller, it tends to snap to the pixel, and then you don't have that much flexibility. So I'm just gonna start at 1,000 pixels by 1,000. Why not? This is already like huge for what I need it for, but
that's okay.
And then
Pixel Clipping is asking, I don't understand what is going on. So if you're just joining us, Milo is designing a Squarespace customer page using Adobe XD, but right now you're in Illustrator, and you're gonna work on an icon for, or like the logo for Instagram. Right?
Oh, yes. I'm just, there's a customer page and she is using, on her site, I'm just basically trying to mimic this right here and make it look like she's doing it. But yesterday I didn't finish these icons at the bottom. So I just want to make those really quick, and then we can move on with the rest of the design. But all right. So always good to have a reference. Bring the screenshot in. Look at that pixelation. Oh yeah. Okay. There is a rounded tool, but you know what? There's this little guy too.
Ooh, I love using those on XD.
I like them, and then sometimes I don't like them because I accidentally try to like grab the anchor point instead, and I slip, and like it just keeps doing it. I'm like, dang it! But it's fine. They're very helpful. I remember when like that feature popped in, I was like, wow, okay. So we're just gonna bring that down a bit. That's kind of close, right? I don't know. Yeah.
It looks pretty close to me.
Sorry, Instagram. I'm gonna butcher your logo right now. Do that. Copy this guy over. We don't want any border. Hey, where'd you come from? Go back in here. All right.
Do you use like Illustrator in your day-to-day work at Squarespace? So like create anything?
I mean, like, honestly, it depends on the project. Sometimes it really depends. Like, if it's web-based, not so much. For icons, I like to use it. I did make icons in Sketch, and that later on that kind of became a problem just because you can't get as accurate as Illustrator. So anytime you need any vectors or icons, use Illustrator.
Nice.
That's my rec.
That's a good tip.
Yeah. But it really depends. Sometimes I get like random projects that require, if it's going to be print, use InDesign. If it's going to be something a little more like a mural that I did once, that was more Illustrator. Yeah.
Nice.
Photoshop, I feel like I use every day. That's just always open for me. And I love Photoshop. That's like probably my favorite out of all of them. So what am I doing? Oh, okay. I realized yesterday I'm really not good at talking and working.
It's okay. It's hard to like design and then think out loud.
Yeah, and then like answer questions sometimes. And I was realizing as I was typing all the customers yesterday, I was like, wow, I messed up a lot.
It's okay. I didn't notice, so I think you're fine.
Okay, cool. But they're watching me.
All the customers?
No, all of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like, is Idris Elba watching? No, I'm kidding.
That would actually be pretty cool. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, me too. Suyog is asking, what is one most important tip for junior designers?
Junior designers. Honestly, ask questions. Always ask questions. No, there aren't no dumb questions, and the more you ask, the more you understand. And honestly, the more you learn.
That's true.
And I've learned that you learn way more on a job experience than you do at school. I mean, yeah, you learn anything with tutorials or whatever homework they give you, but you really learn the industry by just like working in it.
Yeah.
So if you can get your foot in the door somehow, I think that's really, really helpful.
Yeah, I would recommend checking out if there's any design meetups in your area. I really like going to those, and you can meet people that are in the industry and just like build relationships with them.
Oh, that's always
that's
good,
a great way to kind of get into UX design if you're a junior, because it can be difficult. So yeah, I recommend doing that, and also watching Adobe Live and participating in the challenges. I think
That's actually how really helped you,
that
right?
That helped me be here today, which was pretty cool. I like participated in the daily creative challenges, and then they asked me to be a guest. So you never know what can happen if you participate. So I highly recommend you do that, and it's a great way to build your skills. You can give and get feedback and practice that as well, and become friends with the community that we have on our Discord channel. So I highly recommend that you all watching do that.
Yeah. Expose yourself in any way.
Yeah.
You know?
Get your name out there.
Yeah.
This is definitely important.
I mean, you probably meet a lot of people through this.
Yeah,
I
met
mean,
so
you've
many
been on
great
this
people.
for a while, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good way to go.
Yeah.
Where are you, Align? All right. So, almost done here.
And Druhin is asking when we're gonna check the challenges, and we're gonna be doing that in an hour and like 10 minutes-ish. So around 1:30 Pacific time.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a little line here. We're gonna check out, let's see, how many they have, 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. So they got 12 lines. Take the rotation tool, put it in the center. Oh, I already did the math, I guess, but 30 degrees, every 30 degrees. And then, oh, you know what? I didn't press copy when I did it. Copy, and then Command D to duplicate that.
Cool.
And then we'll just...
That's so easy.
Yeah. And then voila. Nice. The only thing is, it looks like I might need to rotate this guy right here, because they do it. Okay, that looks more like it. I think I just butchered the VSCO logo.
That's okay. They're probably not watching.
I know, they're not watching. Yeah.
Olivia's asking, what should you do if you have been working with a web design company for 2 months and haven't had a good experience and do not like their designs or where the project is going?
Ooh, honey, that's a problem. I mean, if you're not happy with their work, and it depends on the communication. How's the communication going? If
Yeah.
you're really like on schedule, are they communicating well? Then it's honestly a kind of a subjective point of view. But if you don't feel comfortable with it, if you don't feel comfortable with anything, don't do it.
Yeah, I would
Listen
agree.
to your gut.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it. So if it's already being a little messy, I say look around for some new options,
Yeah,
you know?
I would recommend that too. And if it's like a toxic work environment, you don't want to do that, and your mental health is like way more important. So I would say if it's like that, not a great experience in that aspect, then I would start looking for something else. And
Like a workplace?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
then I would.
Oh, that?
I would not worry that it's only been like 2 months. I would just like focus on whatever's best for you. So.
Yeah. Because your workplace you want it to be somewhere like
That you're like happy to go
yeah,
to.
because you're gonna be there every day.
yeah.
Like, make sure you're happy. Make sure you enjoy the work that you're doing, especially. Okay, I did it.
Yay.
Cool. Now I'm gonna group these guys, and then I'm just gonna outline the stroke. So when we bring it in, did I outline it? No. Is it? Why do you still have? Oh, you know what? I like to do that and then kind of do a path. Not that one. Sometimes I like to do a pathfinder. Depends. Yeah, there we go. Cool. That one's set. You always want to outline the stroke in Illustrator before transferring it to another software because it might come out a little funky with the strokes.
Oh,
the
really?
strokes might change, yeah.
Interesting.
So make sure it's kind of like a flat joined object before
That's a good tip.
yeah. Get everything, group that.
Kita has a question for you, Milo. They're discovering they want to freelance. How do I get started freelancing?
Ooh, freelancing. That's always a hot topic. I mean, honestly, first look at your contacts. Look who you know.
yeah.
Look who can get you some work, honestly. I think your contacts are going to be your main focus there, or we can go back to like what we were saying, go to some meetups.
Yeah.
Find out who needs help, who needs work. I know my girlfriend actually just reaches out to random people who she really finds interesting, and then she just asks if you need help.
Yeah, that's such a great way to.
Yeah. And usually they're like really stoked that you approach them and they're willing to
Yeah, and they
actually like
want the
work with
help.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also a freelancer, and how I got started was through a family friend, and because they heard that I do design and they needed help with their website. So it really is like who you know, and just kind of talking about yourself and letting people know that you are a designer and that you are looking for work, and then maybe someone will have like an opportunity for you. But I think that, and like reaching out to companies, maybe like nonprofits. A few weeks ago, Erica Cotton was here, and she mentioned a website called catchafire.com, I think is what it was called.
Catch a fire?
Yeah, let me like look it up. But basically it's like you can volunteer for nonprofits and do like web design work. I can like pull it up if we can switch to my screen really quickly and just kind of show you. So if you're like getting started, you can use this website, and it's for nonprofits that need help with like graphic design, marketing, web design, and you can like find projects, and it like makes you feel good about yourself because you're helping people out with like visual design, and there are like short projects too. So this can also help you, and you can build a relationship with these nonprofits, and maybe they have like other people that they know that need help, and then that can be another way to kind of get into that. So yeah, I would recommend checking this site out as well.
Okay. And yeah, I know there's a bunch of freelance sites like this. Sometimes they're crowdsourcing sites, which aren't good. Careful for those. But yeah, check these out.
Yeah.
When I freelanced for a bit, I used Working Not Working.
Oh, I
and
remember.
that was great.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard of them?
No, I haven't. I'll show you.
They're an awesome site. They're usually, they post whenever there's a listing for freelance or full-time jobs
Ooh,
or
nice.
part-time or
Yeah.
contractor work. So that's always cool.
Yeah, there's also a job section on Behance, and they sometimes have like freelancing remote options too,
Oh, yeah.
so you can check
Yeah,
that
that's
out
true.
as well.
Okay, so I pasted these big icons in here. Icons look funny when they're huge. They tend to look a little, in my opinion, a little dumb. Not dumb, but like, you know, like when you design for like, let's say children, they have to be pretty obvious, so
Yeah.
everything's pretty big. So it's just funny to me to look at.
True.
Okay, and I do like in XD that I can just change the icons here, the color, instead
Yeah,
of
it's
going
so
back
nice.
to.
You can like import things from Illustrator and Photoshop.
Yeah, I'm curious, has anyone ever imported files from Sketch to XD and then had this weird problem where it flips everything upside down and then groups things in groups, in groups, in groups, in groups? Let me know, because that was the issue that I ran into when I was trying to
Yeah.
transfer everything, but I ended up just rebuilding everything.
Yeah,
It
that
was
happened
much-
with me too when I was trying to open an old file from Sketch, and then I wanted to add onto it in XD, and it was like upside down. This was like a while ago, so I don't know like how long ago that happened to you, but I just ended up starting over in XD because
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, same. Okay, so I finished those icons. It looks a little more, it doesn't have to be spot on. I mean, I'm not even using Futura, which she's using here. So,
I think it looks good.
yeah, it's good to go. Let me add that, going back to these guys. This guy's gonna go, I think I'm gonna use these two. Brush strokes. I made these in Photoshop. I like downloaded, there's so many free brushes online
Yeah.
that you can use, even though downloading free stuff is always kind of a little skeptical. Just be careful,
Yeah.
even with fonts.
How did you find this like brush
Set.
file? Yeah.
I literally Googled it. And I needed Photoshop brushes, and I found some, and it worked, yeah.
Yay.
So,
They look really good.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna move this actually. Let's move this back to the right. Things aren't really aligning, but that's okay. Cool. Brush there, brush there, brush there. We're gonna put one here. I'm gonna put one everywhere, y'all. You know, I don't know where I'm gonna put this one. Why not? You just always want to make sure the copy is still legible whenever you put something under it or over it. Okay, and then I think there's one here, and there's another one for the quote, and then one last one at the bottom.
I like the variety of like the type of brushes that you use, and then all the colors like really go well together, and like
Yeah.
they match her like aesthetic, which is nice.
Yeah, that's from literally just sampling from all her photos.
Nice.
That's like the easiest way to get a good color palette. I mean,
Nice.
she already created a color
Yeah.
palette for me. Why don't I just sample it and
That's awesome.
make my job
Yeah.
easier, you know? They're like, we got her pink. I probably pulled this from the car or somewhere here. Same here. The blue came from, I don't even know what this is. Where's that photo? There's a photo of her. There it is. That blue.
Ooh.
I think that's a little goose. I don't know. But yeah, it's from all over.
Eddie's asking the keyboard shortcut for sending it to the back, and I think it's Command Shift
Oh yeah,
left
sorry.
bracket.
Command
Or, yeah.
Shift left bracket.
Yes. Yay, that's one of the keyboard shortcuts I know. And then to bring it to the front is Command Shift right bracket. And I think for Windows, it's Control. I don't know. I'm not a Windows user.
Yeah. I mean, even with like, I sometimes forget what I'm actually pressing. I just
Really?
know it's like that one, and that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mahmoud and Eason are saying Control plus bracket.
Control plus. Okay, cool. Pretty similar. But when you do Shift though, that sends it all the way to
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
If you just do Command, they'll just
like,
bring
brings
it down
one
a layer.
down.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, it's chatting one time. Yay! So in a few seconds, you will have a chance to win this Moo notebook. If you haven't said anything in the chat, now is your chance. Is there a question we should ask them that they can answer?
Can it be anything?
Yeah.
Anything? That's tough one.
Yeah.
Do you have anything?
What did you eat for your last?
What was your last meal?
Yeah, what was your last
Tell
meal?
us what your last
Let
meal
us know,
was.
and we will be right back.
Pringles? Pringles?
We are back.
Sorry.
Pringles, salad,
Fish. More fish.
chimichanga.
A cupcake. Eggs for
eggs.
breakfast.
Nice. I had a pizza, a slice of pepperoni pizza, and salad really fast before we came on.
Yeah, I had
Bacon.
one slice of pizza. I don't think I could have eaten anymore before this.
Yeah.
Butter chicken.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
Ice cream sandwich. Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Olivia. Cheetos, tempeh and edamame. Homemade chicken fingers.
Dang, a lot of people are eating Pringles.
Chicken tikka masala Pringles? Is that a thing? That
I
sounds
believe
interesting.
it. Lay's. A lot of chips.
A lot of bacon.
A lot of breakfast too. Pollo. Chicken. A lot of chicken.
Nice. Now I kind of want some Pringles. I saw that they have new
Pasta.
Pringles with ridges when I was at Target, and they looked pretty good. I haven't
Like
tried-
Ruffles?
Yeah, but they're like Pringles.
Wow. They got creative.
I know.
They're like, let's put Ruffles. I mean,
Yeah.
ridges on it.
We have a winner. Congratulations, Anna Lesperance. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But
Lesperance.
congratulations, you're going to be getting a Moo hardcover notebook in the color of your choice. Thank you to everyone in the chat for participating. We're going to have another chat one tomorrow, so we'll be sure to come back for another chance to win. And if you did not win, you can still get 15% off any Moo product if you go to moo.com/Adobe Live.
Cool. Okay, I'm just adding the last brush stroke here. Okay. I think that is okay. I think we're done. Do a
Yay.
final, just do a final run through. Everything looks okay. Got that carousel, intro is fine. Got that section, second section. That site looks a little better. One thing I do want to do, this is when I get nitpicky. I kind of want to blow this up a bit because we're kind of exaggerating that she's editing. Whatever your main focus. Let me just... Yeah, this is what I want to do. I guess Command 3, you zoom in on whatever you're working on. Command 2, no, Command 3 is zoom in on your selection. Command 2 is, I think just zoom in. It zooms in. And the 1, I think, zooms out. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Command 0 does like your whole.
Oh, the whole
artboard.
thing?
Yeah.
And Command 3. Boom.
Nice.
Cool. Okay.
Giuliano's asking, what is a good 12-column grid that is good to use? Like the width, the column width, the gutter.
What's a good 12-column grid?
I think
12
like layout.
columns? I don't think I understand
they
that
mean,
question.
On XD, on the right.
You're talking
on the
about
right
when you
side?
actually click on the artboard
Yeah,
and
and
then
you do, like,
create the layout? Yeah.
There's different like inputs you can put for like the gutter width, column width.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think XD does like a good default one. That's what I use.
Yeah. I mean, what I mentioned about grids yesterday is like, I don't necessarily focus too much or worry too much about a grid unless it needs to be like a really simple design that needs to break down specifically. But I always go for a 12 column. Maybe the gutter be like 10 or 20 margins. That totally depends on your design. Like if you just want really narrow margins for everything to be kind of like full bleed, do like 30, maybe 20 pixels for margins, and then just expand that width of 12 columns across your whole document. I'm actually going to do that with the redesign once we get into it. So I know there's a bunch of websites out there that can automatically do the math for you. Grid Calculator is like the most basic one. I remember the first one was like 960 grid. That's kind of funny bringing that up now. I feel like that's so old. But yeah, totally flexible.
Yeah.
Do whatever you got to do. Okay, so desktop is done. Then we're going to move on to mobile. So I'm just going to design for the 10, which I have here. I'm going to preview whatever, however I like transfer it over. I really want to preview it on my phone to make sure the font sizes are okay. And they do have this little icon right here, so you can preview it there. Because just looking at it on desktop versus your phone, totally different experience. So just make sure like the font is big enough, or you got to think about people's people's fingers. Men usually tend to have bigger fingers, so you got to get it at least big enough for them to press on it.
Yeah, and like not accidentally touch something else.
That's always annoying. So just keep that in mind when designing for mobile. But I'm just going to do the X, keep it simple. I would actually do probably the hero image, top header, on iPad and also SE, just in case, because sometimes, especially for like heroes like this, where the image is on the right and the copy on the left, when you break down, it's going to end up just overlaying and the copy will go kind of on her face. So sometimes you need to export new assets to make sure it never really hits. I can show you that. Let's look at her customer page. I always like looking at it instead of kind of, there is a plugin that I use called, I think this is a window resizer. Yeah, window resizer.
Oh.
It kind of just,
That's cool.
you can click on any size and it'll automatically just resize it to whatever you need it to be.
So instead of like dragging
Instead of dragging it, this one just does it automatically.
Cool.
But I don't really use it that much, to be honest. I use it because in this corner, oh my god, one second. In this corner, when I grab it, you will see a little, you see how it says inner and outer? It kind of gives me the exact dimensions I'm looking at.
Oh, at the bottom?
Yeah, at the bottom corner. And
it's like hidden. I'm covering it.
we're both in the way. Here, let me bring this up. Or to the left. Okay. Okay, now there you go. There's that little tab right there. That's always handy for like, what size am I looking at? I don't look at it too much, just because like once you actually understand each breakpoint, you kind of memorize them, you know? I'm not sure if, I kind of forgot if I actually showed you guys the breakpoint areas that we focus on. Did I show that yesterday? Do you remember?
Which one?
The breakpoints.
Oh, I don't think you did.
Okay, I'll open that.
I think you
up.
mentioned them, but
Okay,
I don't think you showed them. Siddhartha's asking what should be the minimum font size for a mobile device for body text.
Body text. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna go into inspect, and I actually like using the inspect tool for previewing stuff. But where'd it go? I'm not even seeing it here. Oh, you know why? Because there we go. Up here, whenever you click on devices right here, the toggle, you have responsive, which is, it's just whatever your browser width is at now. But you can just jump into any of these.
Cool.
There's iPhone X, there's the SE, which is also a 5. But you see how the image just pops into, I had to export all of these different sizes out just to make sure nothing was covering her face. But this is also a good way to be like, okay, let's go to mobile. I'm going to answer your question right now, sorry. Go to mobile, and just look at what other sites are doing. So here, if you hover over it, I think this is, so this says it's 13 pixels font size. So I suggest 12 maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say 12.
12, kind of like, just like print, even down to 9 can get pretty small, but for captions or something that doesn't have to, like this caption for example, that's pretty small.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
It does look pretty small.
Yeah, that's a 10. So yeah, you probably don't want to go any
Yeah.
smaller than that. That's pretty small. And also, again, this is gonna look really different on your phone.
Yeah, I was
so.
gonna say you can like check it on your phone just to make sure you're able to read it, and I don't know, and think about other people, and maybe they might have a harder time reading smaller font sizes, so you just want to make sure it's accessible for everyone to read on a smaller screen.
Yeah, if you're having a hard time reading it, it's a problem. Okay, cool. So let's get started on mobile. I already have, I'm not gonna wire it out because I already have the design out here, so, and I didn't want to wire it out yesterday. We are done with this. Let me close this. I'm gonna call you icons. Wow. Okay. Bye. And then I'm gonna bring in, I already exported out for mobile the size I need. Populate that in. There she is. And then we're gonna go back to our navigation. And luckily we already have
Nice.
the navigation for mobile, X, XR, XS, and, and SE now. So we're looking at white. Let's bring this in here. Paste that, and since we're already kind of here, I'm gonna do the black footer. Because this is not gonna be a black page. I'm gonna paste it here. And that should just click in. Cool. All right. That's a good start. And now I'm just gonna be transferring everything over. And when you transfer to mobile, you're basically trying to stack everything. That's why the simpler the layout, the easier it will be. And anything as center as you keep it, that will completely bring it down to mobile and be an easy transfer there. And easier from the developer standpoint. They don't have to move much.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have to adjust some things that might be off, a lot of widows. So we would just clean that up. Okay, so let's bring these. Again,
So Pokehan is asking what we're working on right now, and Milo is transferring this Squarespace web page for a customer from a web page into a mobile device and showing how to do a good responsive design for that. Oh, there's also a question, how do you have like the yellow highlight over your text?
How do I have it?
Yeah. Or
I think that's just my computer.
Oh, okay.
I just set it up. You can set it up in your system. I like using yellow because it reminds me of like a yellow highlighter.
Oh, nice.
So that's just
I've
my
never seen
computer.
that before.
Yeah, I think the default's probably like gray or the blue. I'm not sure, but you can totally
it's
go into
blue.
your, yeah.
On mine, it's blue.
It's blue, yeah. I think that's the
Yeah.
default. So just change it in your system preferences
Cool.
under, I think, your appearance.
I never like thought about highlight colors when
Really?
I'm like highlighting text. Yeah.
I guess it's a pickiness of me. I'm just like, no, it needs to be this certain color. I do that even for my interface. For example, on Illustrator, I like it dark.
Nice.
So I change the color there. Same with Photoshop, it's always dark.
Dark. Nice.
Yeah.
Mine is default.
Yours a default? Nice. I mean, it depends on like what you're working on. If I'm working on like a black background, obviously I'm not gonna have the back be dark as well.
Yeah.
So I just change it quickly. You can always right click on your frame to change the color. It could be like dark. It would be black, light gray, dark gray, and white. So you can easily do that. Just right click. Okay. Not bad. I think that's a good rag too. Voila. There's a good transferred hero. Now we're gonna do the carousel, which can get a little tricky, but it doesn't have to be. So the hero already is kind of fit. This is where the phone actually breaks off. So I just want to leave a little space for that carousel. Make sure we have room for it. And we still want to show their who they are, their information right there.
I was gonna ask if you were gonna include that. On
Yeah,
mobile as
definitely.
well.
Yeah. So I just want to make this a little smaller, but again, make sure it's clickable with the fingers. Cool. And I kind of want to like maybe make this a little bit bigger. Probably revealing too much. It kind of crops his face in a weird way. I don't like that. So maybe just like that big to show the user, okay, there is more. Kind of like the daily challenge yesterday.
Yeah.
Somebody put a scroll bar instead. This is a good way to show you that there's more without being like literal about it and adding a scroll bar.
Carlo's asking, why don't you use the responsive features of XD for the mobile version? And so you can do responsive resize from the web version and kind of drag it into mobile, but it gives you a good starting point, I think, but there are some things that you would have to tweak yourself. If you want, maybe we can show...
Do you want to see why I'm not using it?
Make a duplicate of this, and then we can see how it would look.
So this is a very customized page. It's got things all over the place, so when it breaks down, it's not going to break down nicely. This is why this was kind of a difficult page. But I'll show you when we do break it down. Responsive size right here. And if I grab this, look at that mess. Look at this. We don't want that. What is this? That's nice.
It can help with like certain projects, but I think for yours, since it's different, it's a little easier to just start from scratch. But using responsive resize can definitely help get started and kind of see where things might have to go, and you can kind of see what you have to remove or like reorganize. But responsive resize won't like do everything magically for you. You still have to do like a little bit of work.
You still have to do the work,
yeah,
which is okay because that means you still have a job.
Yeah,
you don't want the computer to completely take over your job.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, exactly. But it will work really good if you use a grid and then just use really easy, simple rectangle boxes and containers that will, when you do it, it will break down nicely and just start stacking. I'm sorry this page is so complicated.
It's okay.
I think that's why I wanted to show you guys that you can still create something like this, as crazy as it is, and you can still bring it down to mobile. Okay, cool. Oh, I gotta fix this. We might want to bump down this as well. I mean, it does fit though, so I guess that's okay.
What's the font size for that?
For this is the same as desktop, so let's see. What did I use here? 15. Okay. 15 is not that bad, actually. 15 is good. But, you know, I'm going to make it a little smaller because I can. I have to click individually, huh? I guess they're all different. Maybe let's see how small 12 is. 12's not bad. That's a good size. Okay, cool.
So in about 40 minutes, we're going to be reviewing your designs from the XD Daily Creative Challenge in our Discord channel. So if you haven't submitted something today, be sure to do that so we can review it and give you feedback live. Even if you're not caught up with today, that's totally fine. You can submit whatever you have and we will review it. Just be sure to submit it in the design feedback channel on Discord and we'll give you some feedback.
I like giving feedback.
Yeah, me too. I also like getting feedback because that helps me
a lot. That definitely helps, for sure. Goes both ways. Okay, cool. There's the carousel. So, again, this might look good on here, but should we check it now? Let's
Yeah,
check
we
it
can
out on
check
the.
it. Okay, let me grab.
I'm gonna preview this on my phone just to make sure it looks okay. Let me. Okay, let's see. I have to go to the app first. This might be. I'm not
Does it
sure
have to,
if
like,
it's.
load, maybe?
I saved it. This is an old. It's an old design, yeah. I wonder why it's not popping up. I mean, this carousel looks fine, but where did the image go? I'm wondering why it's. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second.
While you're doing that, I can quickly go over the Discord channel if anyone is not familiar with it. Basically, this is similar to the Slack channel we had for XD, but this, we're trying out Discord. And so there's a lot of different areas you can go to. There's a daily challenge tab where Samantha from the Adobe Live team is kind of posting every day to kind of give you an overview of what today's challenge is, and then linking to Howard's videos that he's going to be talking about the challenge. So you could definitely check that out. And then there's some community info, some pro tips. These are really cool. There's like a good grid kit from Chris Cannon and Peter Del Tondo, and there are also some mentors. I'm also a mentor in the Discord channel, so I'll be giving feedback on some design challenges, and we have some introductions. So if you're new, say hello, let us know what you do, where you're from. And then this is the design feedback channel. So here you can submit the designs you've been working on, and it doesn't have to, you don't have to be caught up to today's day 7. You can start whenever. And then we have the community giving feedback as well as the mentors. So it's a really friendly place. So I would definitely recommend checking that out. And then if you have a question about anything about XD or the challenges, you can ask that here. And then there's a design a feature. So if you want to design a feature on XD, there was a UI kit that was released, I think like 2 weeks ago. I can't remember, but you can kind of play around with that and show like what ideas you have for XD. And there's some tips and tricks. This is cool. You can find out some new things. And then if you have any suggestions or feedback for this round of XD daily challenges or anything you would like to see, you can enter that here. And then there's a chat where you can just chat about random stuff. And yeah, so this is like a quick overview of the Discord channel. And then in like 36 minutes, we're gonna be reviewing some of your challenges. So I see some really cool ones so far. And yeah, there's been some awesome ones over the this past few weeks for the XD Daily Creative Challenge. So I'm really excited to see what you guys have come up with and give you some feedback. So this is a basic overview, and you can join this. I don't know if we have the link, Paco, for the Discord channel. If there's like a bit.ly link, or you can, oh yeah, okay, thanks. Or you can go to behance.net/daily creative challenge, and then you can click this link. Yeah, so I recommend everyone join. It's a great community. Everyone's super nice, really helpful, and they give some really good feedback. Yeah. Oh, did you figure it out?
No.
Oh no.
It keeps pulling up my old design
Really?
when I was testing it. Yeah, check it out. It's like,
That's weird.
they're not seeing this right. Okay,
No.
cool. Yeah, it just pulled up my old one. I
Oh.
even tried renaming this.
Did you try it like saving? Is it saved to the cloud maybe?
Oh, I don't
that-
believe in the cloud. I'm just kidding.
What?
It's just no. Clouds are complicated. No, I didn't have any of this in the cloud, so.
It has to be saved to the cloud or.
Oh,
Or it doesn't
okay.
work.
Whether it's
Okay.
on top from the computer to your phone, so whether
Got
it's
it.
Cloud or USB.
Okay. Okay. Never mind, guys. We're not.
Maybe we can show it tomorrow.
Yeah, we can totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's show it tomorrow because I think I can lay it out and then we can show it tomorrow and double check, just kind of like how I jumped back into the desktop and cleaned it up.
Yeah. We can
So let's
definitely
just
do that.
Yeah.
Should I unscrew this?
Yeah, unplug it,
Okay.
please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pretty bummed about that.
Yeah,
I
sorry
should've-
guys.
Yeah. I thought I had it ready because it was working.
That's totally
It was
fine.
totally working. Okay. What happened? Where'd you go? There you go. Bring over the intro copy. I'll probably start using styles here, just because that's going to get easier when it comes to the copy. Also, sorry, I didn't go over the grid here. The grid here, we're just using a 2-column because everything's stacking. You can totally make it 4 columns. I don't think you need to go any more larger than that or any more columns than that. I mean, if you really want to, depending on your design again, if you need 12 columns, go for it. They're going to be pretty small.
Sounds tough.
But I really do not recommend that. So I'm just using 2 columns, and I believe the side is 20. So I'm doing, no, the gutter's 20 and the margins 20, and then 177. XD already kind of plugged that in for me, and it worked out. So, okay. My main concern is not even too much of the gutters, because I'm kind of going to make up my own gutter, or it just stacks. So I'm just really want margins on this to make sure it's consistent. Let's bump this. This is an intro, so this one can be a little bigger. Maybe like that. Again, sometimes it's better not to center the text because it creates this really odd rag. Rag meaning...
Is that this thing?
This is the curves of the copy.
I recently learned that word.
Really?
From Erica, who was here a few weeks ago.
Really?
She was using a bunch of these terms that I was not familiar with because I don't have like a graphic design background or like visual design background.
Yeah.
So I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I have to speak 2 languages. I have to speak leading and also line height. Padding.
I know line height. I don't know.
Yeah, leading is, the same thing,
Yeah.
but for print, and then tracking, kerning, what else? Padding.
Yeah.
Anything. I mean, you just keep going back and forth. Like if you talk to developers, you say it one way. If you're talking to like print or other designers, you say it the other way. Okay, so I'm not liking any of these rags, and I really don't like how Squarespace is a widow.
Yeah. Oh, does widow mean the
Oh yeah,
only word
yeah.
at the
Widow,
bottom?
yeah, is at the bottom
Okay.
of it, just one word. That's never really visually attractive. So you always want to like pair it with at least one other. If you can't, sometimes that's irresistible. Depends on like how it flows. At any breakpoint, you're gonna have a widow, and that's sometimes you have to be okay with that. So I'm probably gonna. See, I bumped it to 23. I don't think this is any better.
On like her actual site, does she have like this text on mobile? Like how does that look on her
show you.
actual site?
On her actual site?
Yeah.
On the, you're talking about what's already made?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check it out. She does. And you see it's pretty small here that we even got world on Squarespace to 1 line. So again, I'm probably making this so big because I'm on desktop. So maybe we can even go smaller. That might be a safer way. That's probably why we did it that way. Okay. So that looks pretty small to me. This might be okay. It's 18. 19 looks a bit better for me, but let's see if we can adjust this a little more.
Gotham is saying, thinking with type is a great type book to understand typography. Thank you for that recommendation. I need to read and learn more about typography.
Oh, typography is
stuff.
fun.
Yeah.
It's got
I'm
a lot
very
of,
interested in it.
yeah.
So.
It's got a lot of history to it for sure. You can learn a lot from every single typeface or every font. Okay, so I got rid of this line, so I'm gonna get rid of it again. And we still want her, still want to promote her site. Make this probably.
Oh, Sam asked a question. They designed a web page in XD, and what is involved in transferring it over to Squarespace?
So just export all your assets out, however you want to lay it out on your page. So once you like, let's say for this carousel, I don't think you can do as an intricate carousel on the platform without coding, but you would export each individual one and that should be ready to just plop into your design.
Like a grid or
Yeah,
something.
the grid or the carousel or whatever gallery you have, you would just export it out as is here. So you would click here. I think it's just Command E to export it, and it will select that box precisely, and then you can export it as PNG, SVG, PDF, or JPEG. PNG and JPEG are just fine. Sometimes one's heavier than the other, so I sometimes recommend, I mean, I go either way. Even developers have told me either one works. I know sometimes PNGs can be a little heavy. I've had JPEGs be heavier, but I just export it out as JPEGs, and if they have an issue, they just let me know, and I re-export that out. But yeah.
Nice.
Okay, cool. We got, gotta get that line in there. Because it's a link. Make sure it looks a little different. I'm gonna make that black. Okay, now you can kind of understand this is clickable. Cool. Moving on. Okay, so with this section, the first thing that comes up is this guy, right? He's at the top above this. You have full control over this on like what you want to show and what you don't want to show. That's the best part of either being a developer or having a developer. You can always just ask them to make it look any way you want. But this way, we're just gonna like make it stack the way it should. So we'll check it out and see how it looks. And if not, you can always just, I always tend to like get rid of things, make it more simpler sometimes, especially on mobile devices. People tend to scroll, and people don't like to scroll too much. I mean, it's such a natural thing, but having someone scroll for a long time, it's not really ideal.
Yeah, especially if it's like a lot of text and you kind of don't feel like reading when you're on your mobile phone, and you're just kind of like,
let's be real, no one likes to read nowadays.
I like to read.
I like to read too, but you know, everyone wants things like really fast.
Exactly.
You gotta stop and smell the roses, y'all. Okay, cool. So this is already kind of looking weird, but you know, what can we do? We can fix that later. I'm gonna make this brush kind of bleed off. That's okay. You can at least see it, right?
Nice.
Maybe make it a little smaller so you can see most of it. So you can actually see it's a brush stroke rather than a mistake. Yeah, sometimes like things can look like a mistake if they're off or if they're like not fully shown. I don't know why I keep there we go. This is probably already at, well, this is 14, so if we go 9, what it is on mobile, dang, that's small.
That is really small.
But it's probably really fine on mobile, like actual physical mobile. Pretty bummed I can't look at that right now. Okay, we're gonna bring that down to there. It's always nicer to have the copy together rather than all the way here.
Yeah, it's easier to read.
It's easier to read, yeah. Whenever lines get too long, I know I do. I tend to skip a line and then have to reread.
Yeah.
So that's always annoying. Okay, cool. So we got that. And then the copy. So it's going 1, 2, 3. Even though these two are overlapping, that's totally fine. Add this here. Add it there. So here is where I'm going to use. Are they both 19? Yeah, they are. Okay. I'm going to break this down to, let's do 16. Looks kind of small. But has a good rag though. Same with this. There we go. No. Oh. No, it's a widow. Okay, and then I guess I have to not do 16. Probably have to bump that up to 26 instead.
Do you have like a specific, or like I know some people do like the font size times like 1.2 or 1.4 to do I'm forgetting what this word is called to do the spacing.
Leading?
Leading.
Oh.
Thank you. Is there like a specific way you have to figure out what you want the leading to be depending on the font size, or you just kind of like
No,
go?
honestly,
Okay.
I'm just going with what looks good.
Nice.
But you do want enough breathable space so it's easy to read. It's legible,
Yeah,
and not
yeah.
only that, but readable.
Yeah.
So on mobile especially, if you open up the leading, it would be line height though in this case. If you open up the line height, it's easier to actually read that way.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
for mobile, keep that in mind. That's a
good
good way to go. Yeah. So that looks nice. That's fine. I'm actually gonna save this as a style so we can just like refer back to this. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna rename it. We're gonna call it, I don't know, title. I'm doing all caps, so title. Cool. And then we're gonna add this one for body copy. Body copy. Cool. Sweet. This grid is distracting, so looking at this way. All right, sweet. No. And then we're gonna bring in this website as well. Sometimes it's tricky on mobile to like, when people actually scroll through, they'll see, okay, this image, and you'll see the body copy, and then this website below. You just want to make sure that people understand like what the copy is referring to. So sometimes if it's below, it's like, okay, is this in a different section? I don't know.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so spacing really helps with that. So you can always just like double check if it, I mean, in this case, I think that's fine. You're like, okay, checking her out. You read this part, moving that up, and then
I think like being
That's fine.
consistent helps too. Like if you do the text first and then like a picture that kind of goes with it, then
Yeah,
like, the
yeah,
user
yeah,
will
definitely.
like know to expect that along the way. But if you kind of like mix it up.
yeah, for like definitely a more simplified, responsive design, that's good to go.
Yeah.
You know, this way, like I think my copy is going to be kind of all over the place, honestly.
Yeah, it's different because on web you can kind of like the eye kind of moves like how you have like the brush strokes, but on mobile it's kind of like the eye can only like move down basically. Like
Yeah,
can't
you
really,
just have
like-
that vertical scroll.
Yeah.
And you're kind of relying on that. I'm gonna ungroup you. Let's make this huge. No, just kidding. Still want this big. It's different from everything else. 42. I try to remember like the set typefaces at least. I mean sizes. Like 42, 54. What else is there? 60. 64.
I don't know either.
96. That's just getting nitpicky, but I like to remember those so I know what the standard is, you know. Okay. I want to give it some breathing space so you understand it's a different section. Probably tighter, huh? Make this a little smaller. Not bad. Okay, cool. So that's already set for our quotes. Naming that quotes. And then I'll call this like quote caption. Might as well add that in there because we will reuse it. Quote caption. Cool. That's it. Okay. This is missing this brush. Wow. All right. This part too, there's this little guy hanging out. I'm gonna move that guy here. Move the copy over. You can literally just drag and drop all of this and then readjust it. We'll readjust it when needed. Don't get on that. Okay, cool. There we go. You could be messy about it. This is like the fast way of doing all this. There we go. I'll stop right there. see, put the grid back on. There we go. I do enjoy this like breathing space of just like a break
Me
maybe.
too.
Maybe I want it on the left because this brush stroke is
Oh,
on the
yeah.
right, you know. That's
Maybe
totally,
you can like flip the brush stroke.
yeah, probably
I don't know.
end up doing that. Why not?
There's like a little button you can click up here to like that flips it vertically or horizontally.
Ooh, where's that at?
It's
Oh,
right there.
right here.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
That can probably bleed off the page too. And I think this one's a lot smaller. Cool. Yeah, I like that. That's more balancing to me. This
I
and then
agree.
jumping down here. Cool. And then we already have this ready to go. Title. Body copy. Just bring that down. Another widow, so maybe we'll just, you know, that's not any better. That's a little better. I don't really like that, but you know. Okay, cool. I want to make sure everything is consistent. So here, 1, 2, 3. Let's do like 1, 2, 3. 2. Maybe 2 is okay. Let's just do 2. 2 as in 20. Sorry, that's when you hold shift down and press the arrow, that's 10 pixels it's jumping. 2, 3.
So Brienne has a question. Can you take the code from your design and plug it into HTML from scratch? Do you mean like take the design and like implement it into like a working website? I think that's what your question is asking.
Yeah, I mean, you can always inject code to any platform you're using. So just find where you can inject it. At least on Squarespace, we have a section where you can inject your code for the header, the footer, and just
that's nice.
the overall body. If you just inject it there and then refresh your page, it should be good to go.
Cool.
But yeah, you should be able to. I know sometimes even some of these softwares can just translate it to code.
Yeah.
I don't know how accurate that is though, but I know that's possible as well.
I think there might be some plugins too. If I can't remember any on the top of my head because I haven't used them, but if anyone in the chat knows any plugins for XD to import your designs to code, please let us know.
I'll save all the designers' lives.
Yeah.
Save time. I'm gonna ungroup this. I'm gonna have to make this a lot smaller. Make sure you always hold shift and contain the same size, or not the same size, but the same ratio when you break down to mobile. That's
a
really
good
important. Yeah. Because you can't adjust the width or the height. It should just be exactly the same ratio.
So Sam's asking, to do this type of thing, do you need to manually code anything, or is it pretty much just copy and pasting?
This kind of thing, meaning...
Does that mean, are you talking about like importing it into Squarespace? Or the HTML question?
It should just be a copy and
Yeah.
paste thing. If you already have the code,
Yeah.
just copy
Oh,
and
yeah,
paste
yeah,
it and
that's
then
true.
inject it, and it should
Yeah.
be good to go. You shouldn't have to do anything, but you can always inspect it and then adjust it there and copy the code and then paste it as well.
Nice.
What am I doing? Height? No. Width? How come you're not? Let me extend this. Extend that. Cool. Make this a lot smaller. Nope. Make sure these two are aligned along with this container. Move all of that back to the center. Now I want to make this even smaller. There we go.
Oh yes, Sam was asking about designing in XD and then transferring it to Squarespace or another platform. I I think copy and pasting would be fine.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to export the images and then all the assets and then put it in. I don't know. You can't. Can you code in here? You can just prototype, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think, I don't know what the, like how to export that code. I'm pretty sure there is a way.
Yeah, I haven't messed around too much with it
Yeah.
to know.
Me neither, but I feel like I should do that so I know. But I haven't personally had to send anything to a developer. But I know a lot of people in the chat have mentioned, I think there's something called Avo Code. I don't really know what it does, but I've seen it like thrown around in there. But I think there's a few plugins, but I need to research that.
I'm sure there are plenty of plugins. Just want to make sure. There we go. Okay. Gonna bring this down. Okay. Cool. That looks right? Why not? Okay, so this guy. Make it smaller again, push it back. Oh, I'm missing these icons. Nope, there we go. Put that here. Are you looking up some challenges?
Yeah, I'm looking at the challenges. There's some really cool ones. So there's about 12 minutes left. If you haven't shared your challenge yet in the design feedback channel, you should do it now so I can have it ready for us to review. But that'll be in about 12-ish minutes.
Do it
and
now.
I'm excited. Yeah, do it now. I'm just kidding. You have time. But like 12 minutes.
It's gonna be 12 minutes until this is over? Oh my god.
Until it's time to look at this.
Review.
But
Okay,
then you'll
cool.
have like 5-ish minutes after that.
Okay,
About.
cool.
No
All right.
pressure. Just kidding.
It's fine. I'll try my best. Oh my god, where'd this come from?
Oh.
That's cool. Nope, not cool. Alright, ungroup it and then see what's going on here. There we go. Weird stuff. So this guy, it's okay if we kind of bring this box down because I remember debating in the first place, I don't want this to bleed off, but I don't really want to get rid of it because it kind of adds like a nice, it's a nice touch to this to understand what they're doing. So I'm just gonna keep it in here. I'll still put it within the margin, but I'm gonna bring this box down. Not like that, but like this. There we go. Centered, not bad. And then I'll move all of this over. Do you know if there's a way in XD if you can just scale everything down without readjusting the type?
Like a responsive resize type of thing?
Maybe, or more so like if it's flat and then I can just...
I think you can, well, with responsive resize, the text won't like get smaller.
It just like literally
just like
crops the
brings them
box.
together.
Yeah.
I think that might be like the only way
To do it, yeah, but not really flatten. I'm in like Photoshop land. I'm like, can I flatten those layers?
What do you mean by flatten? Like
I guess
put
flatten,
two
like,
layers,
put it all together and then like, you know, like
merge?
let me show you. So this is already grouped. I'll paste it over here. And then, oh, it kind of does it, but you see how the type gets all messed up?
Yeah.
And then I have to
Because
fix it.
responsive resize won't resize the text, unfortunately.
Wah.
I know. I wish it did, but what can
I feel
you
like
do?
it should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe in the
That's all right.
future. I feel like there's also, if you have any like suggestions for XD, there's a site, I think it's I always get this mixed up, but it's like uservoice.adobeXD.com. I don't know if Sam knows the link, if you can share it, but basically you can go and share your ideas and like upvote features that you want XD to have. And I wonder if someone might have already suggested that, but if you have any ideas, the XD team definitely looks into that, and then that's how they determine like what features they want to work on. There's also going to be a really big release in May for XD, which I'm super excited about.
Ooh.
If you follow Andrew Shorten on Twitter, he's been posting like little sneak peeks, and I'm like super excited. There's going to be, like, you're going to be able to have like with the symbols, like right now you can't, every time you change one symbol, if you have them on multiple places, everything will change, but you'll be able to have like components, and then you can like change each one, but still have one symbol that's like the main symbol, if that makes sense. But I don't know. But there's a lot of cool stuff coming, so I'm really excited.
Like the master symbol?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cool, exciting things coming to XD in May.
That's good to know.
Can't wait.
I will tell
Yeah.
them about the flipping of the file, probably.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's up with that? Hopefully they can fix that. Okay. It was kind of too much, and then I kind of made it a little bigger. I didn't really like it how it was, but this is as good as it's gonna get, so let me just move this down. It's fine. Cool. We got no time anyway, so let me keep going. Quote. Oh, quote's already here. Cool. And then we're gonna take this, make it a quote. Take this, make it the caption. Body. Oh, caption. That's too far apart. I'm gonna switch these and make these. Okay, cool. Better. We adjust this. Ooh, that's a weird rag. That's not really an attractive word to use. It's a weird rag. I wish they could call it something else.
Me too.
Your rag's off, girl. Like, no.
That sounds funny.
It does sound funny. This is not
you
getting any.
Maybe, is that the same font size as the
Yeah,
paragraph?
the one
Oh,
up top.
okay.
I think I'm gonna have to like
Maybe
adjust it
make
later.
it a little smaller?
Yeah, I think so. Can I do that here? Can I like change it? within
Yeah, you
here?
can right click on the instance that you have and then do edit.
Ooh, and then
And
it'll
then
go into
it'll
there.
change, yeah.
Oh, cool. That is.
Yeah, it's really helpful if you have it like on multiple artboards and you don't have to go in individually and change all the sizes. You can just do it if you've added it to your assets panel.
Oh, that one still looks good too. Cool. Yeah, that saves time. But now I gotta move all this up. Okay, that's cool. This is fine. Okay. Nope, that's the other grid. There we go. Move this up. Give more breathing space around the quotes. Because you know they gotta breathe. Your font needs to breathe. Okay. So maybe I want to like, this is kind of starting to blend in together. Not really enough separation there, so I'm gonna bring this. You have to get a little nitpicky with mobile.
Yeah.
You just want to look at.
I think especially with your type of website, you kind of
Yeah.
have to be really like custom design everything, every like section.
Yeah. Like made it difficult for myself. You know, it's cool. I'll put this centered in the back. So this is becoming a problem. It's hard to read the gray
Yeah.
on that.
What if you, like move it up?
Just move it up. And this color's so light that, you know, it doesn't matter where you put it on the black. Ooh, that looks messy. I kind of like it. Okay. And then this one's a little tricky. So our main content's right here, and then the copy would go second, and then we would end with the photo. So let's bring this guy. I'm gonna try to work on this pretty fast. Move this here. Move this here. This is probably how I would really do it. I would just like move everything over and then shift everything later. This down. Cool. And then the quote. Make sure it's not on the, sometimes I like to move my boards away from each other. Because when you have it on halfway on one board, halfway on another, it just doesn't know what to do. And then, there we go. Okay.
There's a question about how did you add the interactive prototype to Behance? If you have the XD file ready to be shared and you're like prototyped it and everything, if you go up to the blue share button in the corner, you can click on that and do share for review, and then it'll let you load like a link, and then you can copy the embed code it'll be at the bottom. And then on Behance there should be an option for an embedded link, and it should have like the less than greater than number things. I don't know what that's called, but you know what I'm talking about. It'll be on there, and you can paste the embed code, and then it'll allow you to have the interactive prototype on your Behance page. So there's about 3 minutes left to get your designs in. Dun, dun, dun.
Actually, that's like my favorite part, when I stop working and look at other people's work. Okay, so I want this actually to be aligned with the grid. Nice that way. Cool. And then the cursor, I think that's the same size, but on mobile, I'm gonna make this a little thinner because it's probably gonna take over. Oh, there you are. That's small. Cool. And making it smaller is going to make the stroke thicker anyway, so 2. Cool. She's obviously dragging and dropping. So, oh my god, where'd it go? Okay. Pull this up. Body copy. Title. What did we do for this? We did 20. 20. Is that better? Nope. That's not bad, right? I don't know.
I think that looks good.
I mean, whatever. That looks good. Oh, you're hiding.
Oh.
Try to be cool over here and hide from me. Okay. Make this a little smaller. Okay. And then lastly, the video, which has to keep that ratio again. 9 by 16, 16 by 9, 16 by 9. That's what it should be. I don't know if I made this smaller. Did I make this smaller?
The text.
Yeah, I did. I didn't, did I? Quote caption? No, I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna call it caption. Put that down here. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Ah. Caption. It's like the same caption, this copy I'm noticing. It should be like, watch Adrian Raquel. What is she doing? You know what? I can just, what are you doing, Adrian? Where are you? Where are you? There it is. Can I copy it from here? No. Can I copy it from here? Yep. There's my highlighter.
Oh yeah.
Cool. That's better. There we go. Okay. And then don't forget the YouTube button, which on mobile does not resize. At least I've noticed that.
Oh.
It just stays this really big button.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, this isn't even a video. That's a
haven't
caption.
paid attention.
That
to
goes
notice.
down here. No, yes.
Oh.
Sorry. But yeah, on mobile it just
Yeah.
stays that big,
Oh,
which
interesting.
is probably okay because I guess I get it for your thumb, you know.
That makes sense.
Okay, cool. So that's okay.
It's officially time to review challenges. Yay! Thank you to
Cool.
everyone who has been participating. Let's quickly look at the design feedback channel on our Adobe XD Discord. So we have Chris Cannon and Tim Mobest giving some feedback for some of your challenges. There's a Jim Carrey gif. And then I already selected kind of the more recent submissions, but we can just do a quick overview of kind of what this would look like. So throughout the day, and I think there's a few more days left of the challenge, if you are working on stuff, you can submit it into this design feedback channel, and the mentors who are up here will give you some feedback, as well as the rest of the community. Everyone's been super nice, and I've seen a lot of people give really helpful feedback, so definitely check that out. But let me open up Safari. So again, I don't know why my Safari does not show any of these tab names. I don't know why that happened. But anyway, this is from Drew McDowell. Thank you. And I think this is today's challenge, which is to do a sending cash app. So maybe you can watch this video. Let me make it full screen. Ooh.
How much are you gonna send them?
$25.
Okay, that's a good. Drag cash from wallet. Oh, you have to physically do it.
cool. Nice. That looks really cool.
Yeah.
I kind of like the dragging because I feel like it's hard to accidentally send someone cash if you have to do. I mean, I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying. It's
Yeah.
it's like when you know when they pop up and they're like, do you really want
Yeah.
to send it to this person? They give you that double tap.
Yeah.
That's one way of doing it. But this one you actually have to.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's. Would people be okay with that? People don't like tapping. People like things really fast. But I
Yeah.
like this because you actually have to
Yeah.
give it to them.
Yeah. Here's $25, David.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Give it to them like this.
Yeah, but I like how you laid it out. I like the font you used here and here. It looks really cool.
Drag cash.
Yeah.
Like wallet.
Oh, that's why it's called drag cash, because you were dragging it to them.
2011.
Yeah, I think this is really good. It works.
Yeah.
And you have the drag here area, so the user knows where they're supposed to drag it to, and you give good indications of what they're supposed to do, which is nice. Because if there was no context, they'd be like, what am I supposed to do here? So, great job with that. And yeah, and you completed this really quickly because this just got released at 8 a.m. this morning, so
Nice.
yeah, great job. So this next one, I just opened up the prototype because I don't want the same thing to happen
That happened yesterday, yeah.
with Behance prototypes. But we can click this. Ooh, this is cool. So this is like a music app. Let's see what we can click on.
I'm gonna start playing.
Nice. That would be weird.
I know.
Shawn Mendes.
Cool.
Cool. I wonder if there are more pages. Okay.
Oh, cool. That's like your kind of like on Spotify, your Discover,
Yeah.
not Discover, but browse page. You have the queue. Can you play out?
Cool. And it changes down here, which is nice. I think personally the border you have here and here, they kind of clash a little because
Where at?
the line, the light gray and the red.
Oh, the round.
Yeah, the lines together. I feel like you could do like one line, like one border, and like leave the other one as like a lighter gray.
Or you
without
can
a
just use like
border.
really thin lines.
Yeah.
Like that top line is really nice.
Yeah.
But what bugs me is that they're rounded, so you create this weird shape on this
yeah.
corner. Yeah.
Maybe you can.
I
have
think
it be,
just
like straight.
make it flat, and then if you really want this red border, just make the whole thing red. You know,
Yeah.
and that way you can differentiate it really easily, kind of
True.
like that bar at the top.
Yeah. I think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
You probably give it a little more breathing space too,
Yeah.
because it looks pretty crammed.
Yeah.
No, this is really good
Yeah,
though.
this is good. You have a lot of detail and everything, and
Yeah.
like, the animations are really cool too. So great job. So this one, I thought this was Stefan from Vampire Diaries for a second, but I don't think it is.
Is it not?
No.
Is it? No.
It looks like him, but I think this is an agency page for the pagination from
Okay.
a few days ago.
Oh, okay. Going back to
So,
that
yeah.
type of thing. Got it. Oh my god, I've used that image before.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Ooh.
There's some interesting
I
pictures.
know. So wait, this is okay. Featured talent, and then
We can go back here, but I guess it kind of like
okay.
flips through
And then-
different models.
What do you think? What are these things on the
I
right?
don't know. So I feel like featured talent. This is a little hard to read.
Yeah.
Maybe you can like move it over to the side if you want to use a white text. But I would assume that this is all Portia, but it doesn't look like it is.
They're
Or
all
maybe
named
it's
Portia.
But maybe it's like, here are some other models.
Oh,
I don't know.
maybe. I don't know either. Because wait, what does this say in the corner? It says
Model
Portia
from
model
Denmark.
From Denmark. Okay.
And then when you move to the page,
Then we
there's
talk
like
about okay.
Armando.
Oh, these might be like people. This one's from Italy,
Mm-hmm.
so these are probably people from Italy.
Maybe.
But
That's
it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. Maybe you can have some text indication of what this is.
Yeah, you can probably just add some copy between.
Yeah.
You see that hero header image you got, and then that space in between.
Yeah.
Just open that up and then just add whatever labels you need right there. Like instead of having the content or the copy on top of the image, that's really difficult for people to keep up with allowing that to be legible.
Yeah.
So take that out of the box and then just have it up top floating really small, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends
I think
how
that's a
you
good
want it
idea.
in.
But I think you did a great job
Yeah.
of like changing the pages. So yeah. Nice.
Cool.
Okay, so this one we looked at their calculator yesterday when they went to New York.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I was thinking we could look at this because it's Game of Thrones.
All right.
And it's the leaderboard from a few days ago. Nice.
Cool.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's
fancy.
cool. Oh, I like the swords. That's fun.
They look like the Washington Monument too.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. They're obsessed with those down there.
Nice. This is cool.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
I like that she won. Oh no, she didn't win.
She
did
won
win.
today.
Aria won today.
Yay.
I'm down with
Yes, Team Aria.
that.
Nice.
She's gonna kill the queen. I swear.
I'm excited for next Sunday's episode. Dun,
Same.
Dun, dun.
I can't really wait a whole week, even though we
know.
waited 2 years.
I know. I heard Sunday's episode is going to be 83 minutes long.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the longest one. I'm excited.
Cool, because I feel like the last couple ones I was like, it's done?
Yeah,
it's
me
over?
too.
How's it been already? Like, I don't, actually, how long are they? Like an hour?
Yeah,
An
like
hour.
50-ish minutes.
Yeah.
But great job with that. So we have another calculator here. 5. I never know like what to press. So I'm looking for like the hotspot
Yeah.
guides. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Tip. Ooh. Cool. I like this like ripped receipt
Mm-hmm.
thing that you have going on. 7.
So it's like total.
Nice, 20% tip, and then the total.
That's a good
The
tip.
number of people 2. Total per person. Nice. This is cool. It's like clearer to see, and I like how you kind of go step by step through everything. Cool. I like
Sweet.
this. Yeah, this is really like clean, and everything is laid out really nice, and it like makes sense what the user is supposed to do. So yeah, great job. So this one, oh, I hope this works.
Oh no.
Okay, I think since it's mobile, hopefully it will.
Yeah, there you go. Cool.
Wanderlust Journal. Ooh. Dreaming about nature. Adobe.
This person knows their hierarchy.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, this
That's
is
cool.
really good.
A widow. Another widow.
Here. Oh, here.
And another one. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Ooh, that looks really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can probably
a lot of
move.
pictures.
Yeah. You can probably move those little icons up a little to be closer with the section.
this? Yeah, that's a
so
good
you
point.
understand it's like one
These
block.
all go together. Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, it's not far off though. It looks really
Yeah.
nice. And I like the red bar at the bottom, kind of like what we were referring to on the Spotify kinda app.
Yeah,
Like that
something
looks
like
nice.
this. Yeah.
It's right there. You know, it's always there. It's in red. Red's a pretty bold color. Ooh, what's happening? You can
So
add
I think
an image.
this is.
Oh, can you scroll? No.
I can't drag it.
Click it.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. Everything is design.
Latin.
It's a lot of text.
Yeah.
Cool. I like this like animation thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
The toggle.
Yeah, toggle.
And share.
Share. I
I'd
think.
probably put those buttons in the center.
Mhm.
Or you can even put like the more to completely, I know some designs do a full, not a full bleed, but like margin to margin button.
Yeah.
Sometimes that looks better than, I mean, I understand why you did it on the right. You know, some people
Yeah.
are left-handed.
True. Yeah.
So maybe just fully do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You
or
can just
in the
never,
center.
yeah, you're not
I
picking
think
one or the other.
I would also add like your post was successfully shared, because once
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
back on this page, I don't know if my post did go through, and then I might post it again, and that would be kind of embarrassing. I don't know, but
Can
I think
you go back on that back button? Oh, nice.
Ooh. Oh, I did post.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you would know
Okay.
it would post, it
Yeah.
would show up. So
But I think just like a little like success, even if it's like, I don't know, like a really fast thing, like
add a GIF.
yeah, yeah,
You know, add a cat.
yes, definitely add a cat.
If you don't like cats, add a dog. Ooh, the burger has layers.
Nice. Ooh,
This is back to the first page,
Yeah.
right?
I think. Is this doing anything? Ooh, you
Nice.
made a lot of pages with this. Like a
Yeah.
lot of screens.
A full bleed image is nice.
I'll tell you my real name only if you ask. Nice.
Ooh.
Cool. This was really great. You have a lot of detail, a lot of pages.
A lot of hotspots.
Yeah. Great job. Thank you
Cool.
for submitting. So next, this is from Vivek. A calculator.
Ooh, open to anyone.
Nice. Stay connected for a healthy life. Let's look at the prototype.
Which one are you gonna be?
I
Be
can't
both,
click
be
on
both.
This one.
Oh, we're gonna be a
I
male.
wanted to be.
You
male.
just keep trying. Confirm you are male. Confirming. 140.
Oh.
Is that weight?
Oh, wow. This was fast. 5'5".
Oh, I got a little confused because like by putting the line above your head, that indicates height
Yeah.
more so than weight. So
Same.
I got a little confused there. 5.
Does this mean that,
We need to lose weight?
yeah.
Oh no, wait, it's thinking.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, maybe this is centimeters and this is feet. If anyone is, I'm sure like most people use centimeters, but that are watching. But I don't. Oh, and then this
Oh,
is
yeah,
the
I
weight.
see.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then maybe you're clicking to say, actually, I weigh this much.
Actually, I'm lying.
Yeah. This whole.
Whatever I put on my driver's license,
Yeah.
that's my
Oh
weight.
God. Yeah, true.
I've been 120 for a while now.
Cool.
Yeah. I think my only thing is like I don't know how would you show that weight? I guess the person would have to get wider instead
Yeah.
of taller.
I like this like calculating.
Yeah, that it's loading.
Thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's a nice
I
little
wonder-
addition to it.
So, okay. I was gonna see like what was the difference between like female
You'll never
and
know.
male, but
you
I
know?
guess I won't know.
No.
But this is a great app. Also, one thing I can't really read fit
Stay
right here.
Stay That might be a
So,
P too.
yeah.
Stay P.
So maybe you can make this white. I don't know, or like a different color, like a light blue or something. I don't know. But I think the black, especially with the sky in the background, it's a little hard to read. what
I
that
also
says.
appreciate they didn't put pink and blue for
Yeah,
a
me
woman and a
too.
man. I hate it when they do that just because like
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about pink. What?
I like
What?
pink.
You
I
like
w-
pink?
yeah.
I don't like pink, but we're
Yeah.
both women.
Yeah, we
What's that
shouldn't-
about?
Like colors don't determine
Yeah.
your gender.
No, but
so-
I like that they use
yeah.
symbols instead. You
Yeah.
know, that's
Me
pretty
too.
cool.
This is cool. Yeah, great job.
Or that's the new bathroom symbol. Half
This?
man, half woman. See how it's wearing a
Oh
skirt?
yeah.
I mean, it's a cape. It's not a skirt. A cape, and then the other one's not
Love
wearing
that.
a cape.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, let's launch this one. Okay, so this one, I'm not sure which day it was also. There are no hotspots.
But it looks nice.
Yeah. Let's
But
look.
wait, that was supposed to be a prototype,
Yeah.
right?
Sorry, I'm gonna scroll up. Okay, this is from
Sharpen your
Dylan.
skills and
Oh, so this was the drop-down menu. Menu state 1.
Okay, so there.
Live preview.
So
Maybe
wait,
there's a
they have like multiple lines per burger per. So this one, menu state 3 has 3, 2.
I think it might just be like 1, 2, 3. But I don't know. But since this like symbol is like recognized as a hamburger menu, it could be a little confusing. But I feel like
Maybe just doing a number 1
yeah,
and making
that
it
might be a
big.
little
Because I keep thinking it's
easier.
a menu,
Yeah,
or like you have
it can be
3 different
it's a
menus.
little confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try this one more time.
I mean, at least we can look at it. Let's
Yeah.
figure out what's on there. Sorry, I'm all like.
Oh, it's okay.
So you can
I
okay,
can't-
Bitcoin.
Oh wait. Oh, why wasn't it showing a hotspot? That's weird. Okay.
What are you gonna do? Oh,
Let's do
nice.
that. Ooh, this is cool. I like how it like changes.
Mm-hmm.
And like the drop shadows. Cool.
Can you buy it?
I can't buy that one. Maybe I can buy.
Let's buy some Bitcoin.
Yeah. I don't know anything about Bitcoin.
Neither do
Also-
I. I just know it's really expensive.
Yeah. This like spacing is a little confusing. I mean, I don't know if maybe that's how Bitcoin is. I don't know. But I would like space this together and maybe bring that closer. Cause it
Or
I don't
add
know
a comma.
yeah.
A comma will help.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
I think it's fine. I know some places even do
Like a
the
dot.
decimal,
Yeah.
a decimal, and then the 2 zeros just in case so you completely
Yeah. I
understand
think
how
just
much it is.
adding a little bit of that would help.
Can you close out of it once you actually try to pick a, like
Close out of
close your
this?
current, yeah, choose it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that works.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, I like the slide up animation.
What do you think those 3 buttons mean?
I wonder if that's like
It goes through everything?
maybe because I don't know anything about Bitcoin, or maybe it's like 5 days. Maybe it goes through this. I don't know.
By days or something, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this represents.
Well, if you, because I actually recently got into, I think I've been using Robinhood, and that's a great
Oh.
app to reference for stocks on trading
Nice.
and buying. Very simple UI, very simple UX.
Cool.
So I think this just shows throughout the week. It has weekly,
Maybe.
monthly,
Yeah.
how high it
How
went,
it's
how
done,
low it
yeah.
went, yeah, and then what rate it's at. I know Bitcoin's at like 5,000 or something right now.
Dang.
It's ridiculous. Yeah,
That's
it's really high.
crazy. Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Let's look at one more really fast. We're like running out of time,
Okay,
but
I like this one already.
yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, that was really cool.
Do it again. Do it again.
Okay, let me.
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
We can keep going, but you're gonna do it again anyway. I made this much longer.
Jump.
Nice.
Nice.
I like it.
Cool.
I think I have all time.
Ooh, this looks really cool.
Hot
I like
dog
the
flip.
hot dog. Yeah. This is awesome. It's like easy to see like what place you're at because it's like highlighted in white.
Bumble Beast. Hungry Joe.
Hungry Joe. Horkum
Hork 'em down.
relish.
I like relish.
Yeah, me too.
That one's good. Cookie Monster.
Yeah. So full.
So full.
Dog, bear, pig. Those are some creative names.
Relish.
Yay.
I really like that one.
But this is great. Awesome job.
I like that one.
Thank you to
Cool.
everyone who submitted in our Discord channel. If you're still working on your challenges, you can submit them at any time, and there will be some mentors in there and people giving you feedback. So be sure to do that. So we do have a few minutes left. Maybe you can do a quick rundown of what you accomplished today with your mobile version, and then to talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing tomorrow.
Okay. Really quick, I actually wanted to, I totally forgot to mention this, by the way, when doing mobile. This is the height at what XD sets it to when you preview it, but always keep in mind of the browser.
Oh.
The browser tabs that you have. These are huge. Safari and Chrome. They're pretty similar in size, but if you actually view it on your phone, they're gonna end up covering the carousel.
Interesting.
So it just crops it right there. So always keep in mind that it takes up space at the top and the bottom, even though on your desktop it looks nice. Or when you preview it on a phone, you'll see the carousel. In this case, we were okay to hide it because scrolling is so natural to people. They're gonna do it anyway. But just wanted to keep that
Yeah,
keep
that's
that in
a
mind
good
and let you
thing
guys know.
to know about.
Yeah. But yeah, so I took this page, we transferred it into mobile design, mobile 10, mobile X, mobile S, XS, XR, whatever you want to call it. But we got the carousel in there and we stacked it. Things are still a little off. I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up probably later, and just get it in better shape.
Yeah.
Obviously, I did not finish this.
That's okay. You still got a lot done, which is impressive. And then
Thanks.
maybe tomorrow we can see how it would look on your phone.
Yeah, so tomorrow the
Yeah.
goal is to look at it on the phone and see if it actually does look
Yeah.
good. And then we'll get to redesign this completely different. So that should be fun.
Yay,
That's
I'm
probably
excited.
the
And
most
maybe we'll do
exciting,
some prototyping too.
Yeah, we'll take some
So,
sections and
yeah.
prototype that.
So definitely come back tomorrow. Thank you to everyone in the chat for joining us. We loved having you here. And thank you to Milo for coming back for day 2. I'm excited for tomorrow.
Same.
And be sure to come back at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow for Lauren and Christine to start off with some graphic design. So see you later, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.